Hello students, welcome to today's math class. The topic for today's class is standard form of numbers. Standard form of numbers. It is connected to indices. There's a relationship between standard form of numbers and indices. We'll find out as we continue to solve problems I will have on the board. On the board we have example 1. Express these numbers. Express these numbers in standard form. A 85000000, and then B 0.00000067. Which of these two numbers is bigger than 1? We have always explained that any number that does not have a decimal point, like problem A, is a number bigger than 1. Do you understand? But if a number has a decimal point like this one, it has a 0 here on the left hand side, and then it has other zeros, it is a number less than 1. What is going to be the index of the 10 here when we change this number to standard form? Will it be negative or positive? What about this? Let's find out. Let's go straight to solving problem 1A, example 1A. The problem is 85000000. Now we should put it in standard form. In English language, when you are done writing a sentence, what's the last thing you drop? Full stop. So we assume that there's a full stop here. We call it a decimal point. Okay? Then we have to start bringing it in. How many times are we going to move? Have you been counting? Okay, let's count it again. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We keep moving until we get a number which is either equal to 1. We keep moving until we get a number which is either equal to 1 or greater than 1, but it should not be equal to 10. It should not be greater than 10. Do you understand? Here we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll move the 7th time. We now obtain 8.5. Is 8.5 equal to 10? No. Is it less than 10? Yes. So when you are putting numbers in standard form, you have to move until you get a number which is either equal to 1, greater than 1, but it must be less than 10. Do you understand? How many times did we move for us to get this 8.5? Let's check it again. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means that the index, the power of this 10 is going to be 7 to show the 7 times we have moved. Do you understand? Remember, the index here, is it positive or negative? It's positive. Whenever a number is written without indicating any sign, it means it is a positive number. Why is the index of this 10 here a positive number? The answer is this. Because this number here is bigger than 1. Do you understand? Whenever you are changing a number that is bigger than 1 to standard form, the index of the 10 must be a positive index. Is that clear? Let's look at problem B. We have 0.00000067. Is this number less than 1 or bigger than 1? Is less than 1. It means the index of the 10 must be a negative index. Do you understand? Now let's count how many times we're going to move. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we move 8 times, what do we get? 6.7 times 10 raised to power. Do you remember how many times we moved? Let's confirm it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So the index of the 10, what is it going to be? Minus 8. Why would there be a minus sign there? Remember I said whenever you are changing a number that is less than 1 from ordinary form to standard form, the power of the term, the index of the term, must be a negative index. Is that clear? What if you don't understand that method? What other method can you use? Count the number of zeros here, starting from here. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is the number here? 8. But it must have a negative sign because this number is less than 1. Which method is easier? The first one or the second one? Use any method that you understand that is easier for you. We have example 2 on the board. Example 2. Example 2 says, change these numbers from standard form to ordinary form. These numbers here are already in standard form. We're asked to change them to standard form. The first problem is 5.9 times 10 raised to the power 7. Did you see any negative sign here? No. That means this number is bigger than 1. Do you understand? What about problem 2? Problem B. 8.8 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. Do we have a negative sign here? Yes. Therefore, this number here, when we put it in ordinary form, must be a number less than 1. So let's go ahead and solve. Here we have 5.9 times 10 raised to the power 7 means 1 0. You have 7 zeros, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you understand? 5.9 times 1 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Because the power of 10 here is 7. When we multiply 5.9 by this number here, 10 raised to the power 7, what are we going to have? This decimal point will be made to move to the right. Do you understand? It moves once and we have 5, 9. The one-time movement is as a result of one of these zeros. Do you understand? When we remove 1 0 from these, what is remaining? 6 zeros. So we are going to move 6 more times. Each time we move, we will replace a 0 here. How many more times? 6 more times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's look at it again. 5.9 times 10 raised to the power 7 is equal to, this 5.9 is still here, times 10 raised to the power 7 means you have 1 here, you have 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Do you understand? And this number is going to multiply 5.9. It's going to change the position of the decimal point. From here, it moves 1 as 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and then 7 times. Is that clear? This is how we change numbers from standard form to ordinary form. If it is a positive number, then the next problem we have a number that is less than 1. 8.8 times 10 raised to the power 3. How do we work on that? Do you remember how we worked on this? I told you that when you have a problem like this, you can simply count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The number of zeros you have before the first non-zero digit. Before the first digit, which is not 0. How many zeros do you have there? 8. And so you have minus 8 here. Similarly, in this problem, if we have minus 3 here, we can decide to place 3 zeros before the first digit, which is not 0. Do you understand that? It means we're going to have 0.00, that's 3 zeros now. Then we have our 8. The power here is minus 3. So we are going to have 3 zeros before the first digit, which is not 0. And look at those 3 zeros. Look at 3 of them. Don't forget that there must be a decimal point here. And then we have 8 at the end. So 8.8 times 10 raised to the power minus 3 is equal to 0.00 88. Do you understand? Do you have any question? Feel free to drop a question as usual on the comments area so that subsequently we can look at those questions. Thank you, students.